Hey everyone, it's Neen. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I made the cover for my planner. And I did get quite a few requests on how I did this, so I'm going to show you guys how I do it. And it's actually pretty easy. But this is the cover that I'm currently using. It's some rosette fabric that I got from my friend Roxy. And you can use fabric like this, or you can use something that's not as dimensional or, thick like this. But I love the way this cover turned out. So you can also make some covers for not just your planner, but you can do it for journals or anything like that. All right, so let's go over the materials, what you're gonna need. You're gonna need your planner or journal, some fabric of your choice, some scissors, and some needle and thread. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is take my scissors, lay out my planner, and I'm gonna cut my fabric, leaving 4 inches from both left and right sides and 1 inch from the top and bottom. Alright, so now what you're going to do is take the bottom and top edges of your fabric and you're just going to fold it in like this, and you're going to lay your planner on top, and I just like eyeball it, and I'm just going to leave about a little over 1/4 inch from the top and bottom, so it looks like that. So now what you're going to do is take your iron and you're just going to crease these edges, the top and bottom edges, so it makes it so much easier for you to sew. And then you're going to do the same thing with the other side and fold it in about 1 inch. So do that for the right side and the same thing with the left side, and go ahead and take your iron and just iron all these edges up. Okay, so this is what it looks like. All the edges are ironed and flat and they lay nicely. So now what I'm going to do is take my sewing machine and sew the left and right flaps. Okay, so now I'm done sewing up both sides of the fabric, and now what I'm going to do is just grab some scissors and just cut off any excess thread that's hanging off the fabric. And if you don't have a sewing machine, that's totally fine. You can also hand stitch this. So now what you want to do is just take your planner or your journal and lay it right on top of your fabric, and then you're just going to take the left flap and fold it over like that, and we're going to start stitching the bottom side now. This time I'm actually going to be hand stitching this part, and I'm just showing you guys a different variation that you don't have to use a sewing machine if you don't have one. So I'm going to be doing the blanket stitch, and that's basically you just push your needle through your fabric and then you're going to pull, but you're not going to pull it all the way through. There's going to be a loop there, and you're just going to take your needle and just put that through the loop there, and it kind of makes like a knot, like a connecting knot, if that makes any sense. Alright, so this is what it's starting to look like, and I just kept sewing, but you're not gonna sew it all the way through. You're gonna stop about 2/3 of the way, and I will show you guys what to do from there. Okay, so you can see where I stopped right about there. So now what you're gonna do is just take your planner and you're gonna insert the left flap inside here, just like that, and we're gonna start measuring the right side. So in order to do this, go ahead and take the right side of the flap and just fold it over like that. And now what you're going to do is close your planner, and you're going to hold the right side of that flap there. And you have to do this because if you don't, if you just try to measure it with the planner completely flat, when you try closing it later on after it's all sewn up, it'll be really tight and it won't close all the way. So that's why I did this. So now what you want to do is just take a push pin and just stick this through the fabric to hold it in place. So now I can finish sewing up the bottom part there, and then I'm also going to do the same with the top, just sew it all the way through. And then that's basically the last step. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial, and I'm sorry that it took forever for me to get this up, but I finally got this done, and the sun was finally out because it's been gloomy here for the longest time. So I was just waiting for that perfect daylight to get this tutorial up. Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.